Alright, and hello, welcome back. As you can see, we got a Marvel Champions video for you today. I'm still in the process of shuffling everything, but just wanted to get some stuff started real fast. And today's enemy is Batroc. Yeah, that's what I said. Batroc. There we go. Batroc. Something like that. Oof. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Alright, so we don't got a big deck here. You know how like some encounter decks are just way too big for life. So at the end of my last video, I asked if you guys wanted to see a two-handed game with Shuri and Silk or a one-handed game. And luckily for me, no one responded to that. So ha ha ha, joke's on you. Y'all get a. We're just gonna play as Shuri today, Black Panther. Now here's the thing, right? I know my videos are long. It's a board game. I mean, come on, what do y'all want from me here? But I know my videos are long, and I understand that sometimes it's a little boring to get through like the middle of it. You know what I mean? I get that. I skip around through videos too, 100%. All right, but I will say that a lot of times I like asking questions at the end of my videos for like what content you want to see next, what things you would like to see. But if you don't answer me, I sort of just pick whatever I want to pick. And you get what you get. I wanted to say fudge and deserve, but yeah. So I asked a few questions, and I wanted to let you know what was happening in my next couple of videos, but no one watches it. So this is what y'all get. Y'all get what y'all get. All right. So today's matchup is against Batroc. And we are playing Shuri Black Panther. Now, we shuffled all our standard. Oh, and I realized that I didn't have the standard set from for the games when I was playing as Maria Hill and Nick Fury. So, tee-hee, whoops, forgot about that. And our goal is to infiltrate the AIM Island. This is like a lot of things here. So, we have 3 missions that we've got to do. The first one is infiltrate the AIM Island. When the last threat is removed from this scheme, advance to stage 2A. So, we have to remove 6 threat from this scheme to advance to the next scheme. And this is looking like the same way. Okay, so it looks like we got some things to do here. So just for the first one, right? We're focusing on the first one. We just got to remove 6 threat from the scheme. Now, if we also have this environment, right? Some of these are too far away. I know. So you'll just have to take my word. So we have this environment, right? If there is at least 4 threat here, remove all threat from here and flip this card. After a character is defeated, except by consequential damage, place 1 threat here, spend 1 resource of any type, remove 1 threat from here. So, when we flip to the back, we get the alert level, and this gives Batroc +1 scheme and +1 attack. So, yeah, we want to make sure that we keep our alert level on the low side, because once we get to high level, there's nothing we can do. So if we get to high level, it's because we're trying to beat the game. Because you really don't want to deal with a boss that's like 2-3. Alright? You really don't. Now, here's the plus side though. When we defeat him, we reset his HP to 8 instead, and then we remove 6 threat from the main scheme. So, if we beat him up, we'll clear this scheme up. And then yeah, everything should be golden. So let's get started. Let's get started with the game. We got our pursuit by the past out. We got our alert level. We got our scheme. We got our villain. Everyone's HP is set. And let's get started. So first, let's draw 6 and see what we get. Oh, and again, we're using the Shuri Precon deck. So yeah, we're not doing nothing too crazy here. I like Elephant's Trunk. I like Queen Ramonda, because this will let me draw some more cards. I do want the Raft, but I'm not sure I can play it if I want to play this. Because that's going to be like almost half my hand right there. So, we're not going to worry about that for right now. We do have 2 Thwart too. Alright, alright. So next on our list, so next thing we're going to do, we're going to draw the rest. 3. Alright. Okay, I think this will have to work. This will have to work for right now. Okay. I don't really want to exhaust Shuri. Let's do it. We're going to exhaust Shuri to put in the Black Panther upgrade. Now, Thwart is going to be what we need to do. But healing ourselves would be fine too. So I'm actually going to get... Who do I want to get here? It's either the bees or the suit. I think if we get the suit, we can stay in hero form longer. Because instead of him doing like potentially 4 damage, we can deal 3 damage. And we can counterattack. So I actually think I'm going to grab the suit. So we're going to grab the Vibranium suit. And thanks to her ability, we get to play it. So we didn't take any damage right now. It's okay though. Next on our list, I gotta stop saying that. We will pay 1 resource to get out Queen Ramonda. We're gonna pay 2 resources. Yeah, we're gonna pay 2 resources to get out the Elephant's Trunk. We're gonna exhaust the Elephant Trunk and Queen Ramonda to grab 2 cards. So we're gonna grab 1 and 2. Wow, okay. Wasn't expecting this one here. Alright, I guess we'll use a double resource to pay for the Raft. And we're gonna hold on to On the Prowl and we're gonna flip down. And then I think we're gonna ready everything up. And then we're gonna draw our next couple of cards. So 3, 4, 5. Alright, alright. Works for me. Now this does say character, not minion or ally. So whenever we lose a minion, whenever we defeat a minion or an ally, we will put a threat on here. So let's get started. Whereas this is going to go up to 7. And Batroc will attack us. Oh, after he attacks, we place 1. So if he just schemes, it's fine actually. So I think what I'll do is I'll actually... I'm actually going to stay in Ultra Eagle form. And I think that'll be fine. Because we can always just... Yeah, because I want to use this to draw... Yeah, so we're just going to stay in Alter Ego form instead. So we're going to grab 6. I thought it was when he activates. So we're going to go to 6 instead. And so when he does his thing, he's going to... First we put 1 threat on for the scheme itself. Then he's going to scheme for 2. Bringing this up to 9. And then we get 1 bad card, which is Dark Designs. Place 1 counter on Pursuit by the Pass, and then he schemes. So he's going to scheme for 1, 1, and then we're going to put another counter on Pursuit by the Pass. Alright. So we are at 10. So we're okay, that may have been a bad idea, but yeah, okay. Let's see what we got next. So it's our turn now. I wanna okay, so we gotta play some cards here. we are going to exhaust her again to put in another Black Panther upgrade. No, we're not. I'm sorry. We're going to exhaust Elephant's Trunk and the Queen to draw 2 cards. So we get Infiltration and Ajadana. Okay, this, I think we're going to want that card. So we're actually going to pay... yeah, we will want this card. We're going to pay 1 resource to get out Ajadana. We're going to use our Vibranium to pay for... do we use it? We might. We're going to exhaust Shuri to get out a Black Panther upgrade. We can get the beads, but that's only one thwart. I think we're going to get the damage out so we can do the Black Panther claws. Now, it's whenever we attack. So we have to use a basic power in order to use that ability, and that's okay. Because I want to deal damage to him and do other things. So, that's that. We got that out. I want to use this for this, but I think what I'll do is... no, we want on the prowl. So we're going to use our Vibranium to pay for Spider Bites. And then we're going to flip to our alter ego form. We're going to use yeah, that's fine. We're going to exhaust Ajadana to put our Vibranium back into our deck. So we actually built up, like, in 2 turns, we built up really well. Like, yeah, we're almost losing, but, yeah, I mean, like, you know. And it's whenever we use a basic power. So even if we defend, we still get to use one of our Black Panther claws. Because I think I'm going to focus on dealing damage to him, while thwarting him. Alright. And then we will use 2 resources. To play on the prowl. We're going to remove 3 threat from his scheme, bringing this down to 7. And we're going to activate our Panther Claws, and we're going to deal 2 damage to him. And then, we're going to play Show of Empathy as well. Whether we get to it or not is a different story, but we'll see how it gets here. So, alright. We're going to ready up. And then we're going to draw a new hand. Alright, and we ended up getting our beads. Alright, so this is all... yeah, I think I ended up using that. Alright, so we're going to put 1 threat here. Batroc is going to attack us. So he's going to attack us for 2. We will not block. So he's going to deal 3 damage to us. Bringing us down to 7. Or, I'm sorry, 8. Can't do math. And then we get 1 encounter card, which is Embassy Guard. Guard Vulnerable. This character, if it is stunned or confused. Okay. Alright. Alright, next is our turn. He does have guard, so we can't, if we use Spider Bites, we can stun both of these guys. That is an attack. So what do we do here? Oh, we're gonna put one counter over here. I'm in a predicament because I could attack. So we're gonna thwart for 2, right? And we're going to use our ability and we're going to discard our spider bites. We're going to deal 1 damage to the villain and 1 damage to each enemy engaged with us. And then we can discard this card to stun each of these enemies. So we are going to stun... Oh, where's my... Oops, where is it? There we go. So we will stun him, and we will stun him by discarding that. And because this guy gets stunned, he will be discarded. So when we discard a villain, first off, well, is this card the same as defeated? Because it just says discard. So I don't think this is... Yeah. Because we're not defeating him, we're discarding him. So we don't put 1 threat on the alert level. Embassy Guard goes over here, but we have to raft. So we tuck Embassy Guard over here. And then we remove threat from the tuck menus printed scheme. So we're going to remove 1 threat from this guy. And then... I think we will pay 2. Claw. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll pay 2 to do Clawed Strike. So we're going to deal 4 damage to him. And we get to activate one of our abilities. So we're going to activate our Panther Claws, dealing an additional 2 damage, knocking him out. So when he would get defeated, we instead reset his HP to 8 HP. And we remove 6 threat from the main scheme instead. So when this scheme is defeated, we advance to 2A. Locate missing person. So, now that you've penetrated the embassy, you need to locate Garza. You discover several holding cells in the embassy's basement. Hopefully one of them holds the kidnapped tech. So, when the last threat is removed from this scheme, put 1 set-aside rescued captive ally into play exhausted under any player's control. The players may advance to stage 3A. If they do not, place 3 threat here. So, okay, so we get to... Okay, so we can pretty much save these guys. Alright. Let's see how it happens here. So, it comes into 3. And... So every time we clear the main scheme, we will... every time we clear the main scheme, we'll rescue an ally. Alright, sounds good to me. We did Clawed Strike. We're going to exhaust Ajadana to put back Spider Bites back into our deck. I love the fact that this isn't an alter ego action. Yeah, I just love the fact that it's not an alter ego action, so I could do that whenever I want. This feels... Alright, and then we're going to ready up and draw 5. Draw up to 5. I love seeing everything I want to see in the hand. Alright, so they're going to put 1 threat here. He's stunned, so he does not activate. And then we get 1 bad card. Oh, this does have 6 threat on it, by the way. Gotta remember that. Bad card is Sinister Strike. Place 1 counter on Pursued by the Past. Alright, and then if the villain has any counters, the villain attacks you. It does. So he's going to attack me for 2 damage, and we take 2 damage. And then we attach this card to him, and he gets 4 leap counters. When he would take any amount of damage, prevent 2 of that damage, and remove 1 leap counter from here. So basically, he's invulnerable for a while. Okay. All right. We're living a very dangerous life here, but don't mean I can't do nothing about it. All right. So, our turn. Part of me wants to flip down because I could get a nice heal in. This has 4 counters. Oh, I already put the counters on him. Okay. I'll talk about that at the end. All right. We will play Vibranium to do On the Prowl. And we're going to remove 3 threat from here. And we're going to use our Panther Claws to deal an additional 2 damage. So we're going to remove a leap counter from him so he doesn't take any damage. Then we're going to thwart the main scheme. And when we thwart, we get to put a captive ally into play exhausted. And then we put another 3 threat on this scheme. We're going to exhaust Ajadana to put our Vibranium back into our deck. I love seeing Vibranium, alright? What do I want to do here? So let's see. There are some things that we can do here. Like we can do... Part of me thinks we should flip down. We have an ally. He's gonna scheme, but it's not a lot. Oh, we also put 1 counter over here. So let's do this. We're gonna flip down. We're gonna exhaust Queen Ramonda to heal ourselves for 4 HP because we have the Wakanda trait. So we're gonna go up to 10 HP. Then we're gonna exhaust Elephant's Trunk, and we're just gonna draw 1 card. We're going to use our double resource to throw out Kamoyo beads. And we're going to discard this. We're going to hold on to this. And we're going to ready up everyone. Because now that we're at 10 HP, we are living a life. And we're going to draw up to 6 cards. Come on, give me T'Challa. I'm trying to get T'Challa. That's why I'm holding on to this card. Alright, so next on our list, he still has leap counter, so we're not going to be able to deal damage to him for a mean minute. So we're going to get 1 threat over here, and he's going to scheme for 1, 2, bringing us up to 6. And then we're going to get 1 bad card, which is Zaran. Zaran gets X attack where X is the printed resource cost of the card tucked under him. When revealed, tuck a weapon upgrade you control under Zaran. Otherwise, tuck the top card of your deck under Zaran. Weapon upgrade. Oh. Okay. So we're going to have to like beat him up in 1 hit pretty much. That's what I'm seeing here. Alright, and then it's our turn. So, we have a rescue captive. We're going to exhaust Elephant's Trunk and Ramonda to draw 2 cards. So we get 1, 2. Still not what I want to see. We're going to exhaust her to throw a Vibranium back into our deck. I can feel him. I can feel T'Challa. He's on the way. Somehow. Now, he has 5 HP. That's a lot of HP here. I don't want to deal with him. I don't like any of these cards. So first off, we will discard a resource in order to get rid of 1 of our threat level. We're going to have to flip down. We can get our Panther Claws. Listen, I know we could get our Panther Claws back. They are very useful. You're a hero action. We're going to pay 3 to get out Manifold. Hold on, this is going to be really funny, right? Can this work? 3. We pay 3 resources, get out Manifold. After he enters play, we search a player's side scheme. Add it to our hand. Where is T'Challa at? He's over here. Okay, that's why. So I didn't see him yet. We're going to get build support. I don't think I'm going to end up playing it, though. Do I have... I don't have the beads, do I? No. Nope, nope, nope. So how can we... We're going to do 2... Oh, he has the beads. That's why. I'm like, where did I put them beads at? 2, 4... I feel like this is going to be... this can go a bunch of ways, so we're going to try it. We're going to pay 1 to play Infiltration. We're going to choose a number 1 through 5, discard that many cards from the top of the encounter deck, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each card discarded this way. Put 1 minion discarded this way into play engaged with you. We are going to pick the number 2. So we're going to discard the top 2 cards and put any minions into play. They're both minions. Oh, this was a terrible, terrible idea. But we do get to put 2. So this goes down to 3. And we're going to move 2 threat to this guy. That was very, very not fun to run through. We're going to thwart for 2 off of here. So we're going to put another 2 thwart on top of him. And then we're going to use our ability to deal 2 damage to... Does it put it into play or... No, we put it into play. Alright. We're going to deal 2 damage to, I guess, the aim soldier. And then we're going to have Manifold thwart for 2 off of this game. And we're going to put 1 threat here. Well, we're going to put all the threat on top of him. So, Show of Empathy gets removed. And we will, because he's a non-elite minion, so... Is he? Oh no, I don't think that works that way. Hold on 1 second. Because they say elite. They say elite if they're elite minion. He is not an elite minion. So we get to put Show of Sympathy under him. And we treat it as a redeemed ally with a blank text box. Its thwart is equal to its printed scheme and it takes 1 consequential damage. So, he has a blank text box, so we pretty much send our beads there. But he's on our side now, so we're going to have him swing at the aim soldier. And when we defeat the aim soldier, we put 1 on the alarm, and we'll put the aim soldier under here and remove 1 threat from there. Bringing that down to 5. He will take 1 consequential, and he takes 1 consequential as well. And then we're going to spend 2 resources to remove threat from the alert level. And I think that's all we've got. So we ready up, everyone. This is probably a terrible ally to do that with. Like, I could have probably taken him out, but that wouldn't have been what I wanted to do, so we're going to get 3, 4, 5. Man, where? Come on, man. I need you. Next on our list. All right. So we we were supposed to use Rescued Captive to remove 1 threat as well. Because you can exhaust them to remove 1 threat. So that's fine. And then, yeah, let's get started on our turn. On the opponent's turn. So 1 threat. Bam, this is at 5. Batroc is going to attack us. We're actually going to let... I think we're going to let Manifold take the damage. No. No? Yeah, no. I think we'll be fine like this. So he's going to attack us for 2 damage, 4 damage. Alright. So we are down to 6 HP. And then Embassy Guard will attack us as well, and we're just going to take that 2 damage. And then we get a bad card, which is Embassy Patrol. Alright. Alright, I know what I could do to beat this guy. Do we get the chance to, though? That's the question. We're going to exhaust her to put in... not Komodo beads. We're going to throw Spider Bites into our deck, because all these guys have discard, so... let's see. We can exhaust Rescue Captive to remove 1 threat from the scheme. We cannot thwart because this has Patrol, so we have to beat that guy up first. I don't have another Dormilai ally. Let's see. I can't. What do I do here? I have a lot of resources. So we're going to pay 3 resources to get out Aneka. Aneka is going to deal 2 damage to him. And then Manifold is going to deal 1 damage to him, knocking him out. Whoops. And so he gets put under the raft, and we removed 2 threat from the scheme because of that. But we do put 1 threat over here because of alert level. She also takes 1 consequential damage, and he is knocked out, so he doesn't contribute to this. I sort of want to heal. We're going to thwart, actually, to get rid of this. And we're going to get our next Rescued Captive. And then this gets 3. We're going to flip down. We're going to exhaust Queen Ramonda to heal us for 4, bring this up to 8. We're going to exhaust Elephant Trunk to draw a card. We're going to play Going Undercover. So when defeated, the defeating player looks at the top 5 cards of the deck. We can add 1 non-scenario specific card from among those cards to the victory display, then place the rest on the top or bottom of the encounter deck in any order. Alright. I think this should be fine. So, yeah, I think we're just going to ready up. And then we're going to draw, what's this? We're going to hold on to Vibranium Hearted Panther, and we're going to draw us our next couple of cards. Yes, alright. We get 6 cards, so this is great news for us. Oh, I've got some really good cards here. Yep. And then we ready these guys up. So, one threat. Batroc is going to scheme for 1/3. His boost card is 2, so he schemes for 3. This guy schemes for 1. And we almost lost the game in one turn, huh? And then Aim Soldier. One reveal, find the Aim Scientist, put it into play, engage with you. Alright, there's a lot of... Ugh. Surge, vulnerable. While the engaged player is engaged with another minion, Aim Scientist cannot be attacked. Alright. Now we got 2 cards left. Alright. So it is our turn. I already know what I'm going to do to get rid of all these people. So we're going to exhaust. And we're going to grab a... Please tell me I got a Vibranium. I do. We're going to put Vibranium into the deck. And next on our list, we're going to shuffle our last 3 cards. So we're about to get like 3 encounter cards next turn. I don't have to save everyone, but, you know, it's all good. We're going to exhaust to heal ourselves up to full HP, actually. We're going to exhaust her and her to draw 2 cards. Not what I wanted, but it's all good. We're going to flip down. We're going to use a double resource to play Spider Bites. So there is patrol, so I can't, what can I do here? I can pay for... Oh, no. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. We're going to play Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever is going to let me resolve special ability on each Black Panther upgrade I control in any order. So we're going to exhaust... First, we're going to start off with Spider Bites. We're going to deal 1 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with us. So everyone takes 1. 1. Whoops, wrong person. 1 and 1. We don't deal any damage to him because he still has sleep counters. Then we're going to discard this card to give everyone a stun. So you get a stun, you get a stun, you get a stun, and you get a stun. And because these 2 have I feel like it should be higher. No, we cleared it out. Because these 2 cards have vulnerable, they get discarded immediately because of their stun. So they're not defeated. They're discarded. So we don't put any threat on the alert. And then we're going to deal 2 damage to Batroc. And we're going to just lose 1 counter. And then we're going to move 1 damage from us. Well, actually, hold up. What we should do is, it's 1 he would take any damage, right? Oh no, he would still lose a counter from that 1. So he still loses a counter from that. And then we're going to move 1 damage from a hero to a... oh, I don't have no damage to move. No, okay. This has actually been the worst card the entire game. I have not used this card like as much as I would have liked to use it. So, I can't discard it to give me a tough status. We will discard it actually to give me a tough status card. And that solves that. The raft is a response, so I can actually stop using it. Which I definitely will stop using it. Next on our list, we do have tough. So let me put that over there like that. We're going to thwart for 2 off of this. And we're going to use our Panther Claws to deal 2 damage to this guy, knocking him out. We're not going to put him in the raft, but we will sadly put a alert level on. We're going to pay 4 resources to get out Black Panther, T'Challa. We're going to thwart for 1. I mean, we're going to attack him for 1. We take 1 consequential damage. We get rid of Elite Token. We're going to have T'Challa swing as well. Or whoops. At Batroc. And we're going to deal 2 damage to him. And we're actually going to resolve this Black Panther upgrade. So we're going to deal another 2 damage to him. And we take 1 consequential damage. And I don't have any cards in hand to play. So that's it. Everyone readies up. We draw a new hand of 5. This has been... this was such a bad card to play Redemption on. So bad. We do have stuns. So even if he gets 2 attacks, we should be fine. So we're gonna get 2 bad cards. Ay caramba. And I pretty much have tossed away all my equipment. And I don't feel bad about that at all. So we get 1. And then we draw 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, I know what we're playing next. So, 1 threat, he's stunned. So he don't activate. Draw an encounter card. First one is T'Challa's Shadow. Uses 4 doubt counters. Increase the resource cost of each card you play by 1. After you thwart, attack, or defend, remove 1 doubt counter from here. Wow, that's, okay. That's a pain. Next one, Soldiers of Fortune. When revealed, spend 3 resources of any type. Find a mercenary minion and reveal it. If no minion entered play this way, this card gains Surge. We're going to spend 3 resources of any type, because I've got 3 resources of any type to spend. So we're going to spend these 3. I ain't trying to give him no... We just got ahead. I ain't trying to give him nothing here. So, we will do... Next is our turn. We will thwart 2 off of this scheme. And we're gonna use Panther Claws to deal an additional 2 damage. We're gonna have T'Challa swing at Batroc, dealing 2 damage, and we're gonna resolve Panther Claws again, not dealing 6 damage to him. Oh, this is gone by the way. So we remove 6 threat, so we get rid of this. We put 1 captive ally into play, exhaust it. And we are going to advance to stage 3A. When revealed, if the alert is on its high side, deal each player 1 face-down encounter card. Otherwise, remove all threat from the alert level and flip it to its high side. Alright, so now we are in high side. Alright. That is what it is. This gives him +1 scheme and +1. So he's a 2/3 now. And then, when an enemy attacks, it attacks a rescued captive instead. If there is no threat here, the players win the game. So we have to get rid of 12 threat from here. Do I believe that Batroc can kill our guys in like 1 hit? Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, we also got to remove a counter from here. Oh, he's still at 8 HP though, so we're gonna deal 2 damage to him using a NECA, bringing him down to 6. We're gonna let Zeron hit him for 1 damage, bringing him down to 5. 1, 2, 3. We're going to pay 3 resources to do On the Prowl. We're going to remove 3 threat from his scheme, so we're going to remove 3 threat from here. And we're going to resolve Panther Claws, dealing 2 damage to Batroc. And we're going to actually discard this card to deal an additional 3 damage to him, bringing him to... letting us remove 6 threat from this scheme, and bringing him back to 8 HP. Alright, and then we're going to exhaust Adana to get our Panther Claws back in the game. I want to flip down to Alter Ego because I'm not, I think letting him scheme once is fine, and then trying to like finish him off next turn. So I think what we do is we will exhaust 2 to remove threat from here. And yeah, I think we just win next turn. So we're actually going to flip down. We're going to exhaust these 2 to draw 2 cards, see what we get. Absolutely nothing I want. So we're going to end our turn by discarding all these cards and readying up all our rescued captives. And then we're going to draw 6. And I think this is when we try to go for game. Alright, let's get to it. So, 1, he's going to scheme for 2, boost card 4. So this brings it up to 6. And then he gets 1 bad card, which is security cameras. Oh wait, I gotta put 1 counter here. Alter Ego, remove 1 threat from the alert level. This card gains Surge. We are in Alter Ego form, so he gets Surge. Surge again. Rapido! Oof. Rapido's attacks gain range and deal indirect damage. When revealed, deal 1 damage to each character you control. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Each character we control. So, pretty much knocks out T'Challa. Deals 1 damage to you. Oh, wait. Those 2 guys actually did get defeated, so we actually have to put 2 counters on this. Oh, that's actually a pain. Okay. Next is our turn. He doesn't have patrol or anything, so we just have to, like, scheme, right? We're going to exhaust Elephant Trunk and Ramonda to draw 2 cards. So 1, 2. We're going to flip. Yeah, I think we just win. So we're going to use these 3 to remove 3 threat from the scheme. Next on our and next we just use 3 resources because we still have T'Challa Shadow to play on the prowl. And we remove 3 threat. And when there is no threat on this scheme, we won the game. Alright. We won. This was very entertaining. Hold up. I like this one. I don't know who this guy is, but this game, this was a very interesting mission. Because I definitely, like... So what I was going to say at the beginning, right? Was I definitely can tell that this is like a generational, like not generational change, but this is definitely like a different type of game it feels like. Like, yeah, it still feels like you're playing Marvel Champions, but it doesn't feel like old Marvel Champions where you just like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Where you sort of just go around like, just getting attacked. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain it, but it feels like it definitely feels like a new wave of Marvel Champions, and I like it. I really do. For example, you know, Redemption. I don't think we would have ever seen a card like this in the X. There was never a card like that. So to see it, new cards like this, like the Raft, and even then, she feels really good, like really, really good. Like her attacks always do something more. Even when you block with her, it's still going to do something more. There's so much value when you play as her. Sadly, we didn't get to do the team up part of the Panther, but I mean, this feels like it honestly feels like a different type of Marvel Champions. Like, I don't know how to explain it, though. Because the way the villain works, like, you know, we've had villains that, like Apocalypse, for example. You attack and you're fighting Apocalypse throughout the entire game, and you have to go through all your missions before you can do it. Like, I think this was really entertaining, being able to do the extract captives. And I definitely feel this was an upgrade, because I think old Fantasy Flight, what they would have done was, alright, extract captives. You save a bunch of captives, and then they go, alright, now you have all these captives who just have +1 thwart, +1 attack. That's it. But these guys actually get to remove 1 threat from the main scheme. And they don't count to your allied limit, so you can just remove 4 threat from the main scheme. That feels amazing. You know what I mean? So this definitely feels like a new wave of Marvel Champions. And I'm all for it, alright? I really enjoyed this scenario way more than I thought I would. Like, I thought, because again, you know, I haven't looked through any of these, like, scenarios. Like, I don't know what they're all about until I put the cards on the table and then I start reading the things. I think this alert level is genius, because old Fantasy Flight would have just said, alright, alert level goes up, goes up, goes up. New Fantasy Flight, though, lets you remove 1 threat here by spending 1 resource. This feels like a very reasonable change, and I like that. Even with this one, T'Challa's Shadow, as an obligation, you know what I mean? It's, oh, you do 1 bad thing, and you have a bad effect, right? This one is like, this isn't too bad of an effect, and as long as you play your cards right, you know what I mean, you can get rid of this. Now, I'm assuming that with T'Challa's Shadow, right, minion, like your allies, don't count towards attacking, defending, or thwarting to remove doubt counter for it here. But I am assuming that when you do your basic attack defense, when you play a card that says thwart or attack, that gets rid of T'Challa's doubt. So I think I should have actually gotten rid of a counter earlier. But yeah, that was a good game. I was very, very impressed with the way this all played out. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, yo. Like, this campaign, this scenario, and the one before it with, what's her face, Black Widow, they left really good impressions of me so far. And I like it. I really do. I'm looking forward to playing the rest of this campaign. So yeah, look forward to the next match as Silk. And I will catch you all in the next one. Later.